Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now come on in today because I'm just doing some work on my journal that I'm doing. And I'm not going to call it paper doll, it's just going to be doll because I can't put other stuff in it as well. But what I was doing this morning was, and I thought I'd better come and have a show you. I'll show you of it. I don't know what I've done with the original bit that I had here, but I had this little nighty thing and it sort of had a back and a front and was made out of paper and it went like that, okay? You know, so I thought it'd be really good over the top of the page with it. Now I can't find it, but I printed off this one here. I printed off this one here that is like a little a bride doll or something, you know, and it's like that, alright? And then you just get it and you put it over the top of your page and you have a paper clip to hold it on there if you want to. You can make the paper clip fancy, or you can just use it like that, and I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So you can write in there if you want to. So when I then decided that I wanted to make another one, so I printed out this little dress here twice, but didn't think to back them onto one another like that. You know, when you're editing in your photos, I should have put them like this, shouldn't I? But I've decided, and I wanted them to be white because then you can journal on that, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just fasten that together, and that's not going to be too tricky. But also I've got these here that I cut out on my scan and cut. Now I can't use these because they've got this bit here and that'll come up above my page, but I could use them if I cut them off there, couldn't I? I could I or not? Yes, because you have to have that bit. So I'm going to do that, and then, but not yet. I won't cut that off just yet because I want to make one out of fabric. So now I've gone, you know, over the top a bit, hey. But anyway, I mean, if I make a fabric one, I think that'll look really cool, little fabric dress. So let's do that, the fabric one first, and then we're going to, now, I do have bits and pieces about here. Well, I don't know which colour I would like. I don't think I could use anything with too big a flower on it or anything, because you don't want it too, oops. Oh, I just need to say, the lady that won my last challenge has still not contacted me, so I'm going to redraw that. I'll do that as soon as I can, because she never come and contacted me, and I don't know what her address is. Now I've got a piece of fabric here that's a little bit spotty and a little bit fluffy, and I've had it squishing up somewhere. You'd think I'd get a nice piece of flat stuff, wouldn't you? Wait a minute, should be able to find a flat bit. Here we go. There's plenty of ironed pieces is what I'm after, not flat pieces necessarily. I don't think that's too big, that thing, and I know you can't necessarily write on it, but you could, because you could just put paper behind it, couldn't you? Yes, you could do that. Let's try this then. Let's have some fun. Now, I'm going to actually tear this when I get a place to tear it. Now, anything cotton that's an even weave can be torn, or other things, of course, too, but anything that's not evenly woven cannot be torn. It won't work for you because it won't go along that part. Rightio. Now, so I want it for my shape. I think I might even go with the shape of this one. What do you think? That'll do. Be really nice. Now, a piece of paper would be handy for that. I'll do it on the back of this. I'll use this for it. So you can cut out a picture out of a book or something that you want to use as or print something off like I did, that you want to use as your template. Okay, and the reason I want to put this bit of puffy there is because I'm thinking of, you know, a bit of interest on that. And we could put a piece of ribbon across there, couldn't we? You know, that'll be cool. So you can get that bit a bit better than that. So what I want to do is, instead of cutting that out by itself, I'm going to actually put the fabric on it and do it together, because I just didn't get enough of that. And when I did rip it, it sort of frayed, not actually frayed, but gathered up down into the, pull the threads in it. So we don't want to do that actually. So we're going to cut something. Let's do something cut out nicely, because them threads are all pulled up in that, and we don't want that to look like that, please. Okay, so I'll get the big scissors out, which I've had a year now. My son bought them for me for my birthday. They're really good scissors, really good scissors. You know what, but men, you know, think about the biggest thing. It's more important, but they're tailor scissors, of course, but they're really good for this. For anything. You can use them for anything, there's no rules. I'm actually going to buy myself another couple of pair of these smaller ones. These are starting to get old and nasty looking. Right, now I want to have this to flip over, so I'm not cutting that there. Do not cut here, Sonia. Don't cut that bit, alright? Don't cut this. Right, don't cut that. Leave it there. Okay, is that going to be long enough? Yeah, I'm going to just take that off here. Remember, I was doing them paper dolls, with, you know, in the little line of paper dolls. Well, that didn't go too well for me, eh? In the long run, I've actually cut the hands off it now, so I'm just keeping right away from it. I think it'd be the best thing. Thinking about maybe using this side where the flowers are smaller. What do you reckon? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to get a couple of pins. I'm going to pin this on here, and I'm going to take that right to, now make sure that your fabric is straight. Make sure you're not got it going like that, or so the best thing to do is you line up your selvage, and usually they are. That's the side here where they've been held onto the machinery while they've been woven, and just make sure that you've turned that down really straight. Okay, so you need that to be straight. If you've got, well, see, this isn't making a liar out of me because this is not going straight there. Just make sure you've got it straight, because when you do this, it's not going to hang properly if you don't do it the right way. So we're going to need I'm going to need 2 pieces like this and 2 pieces of fabric, because I think I'm going to stick the paper underneath it to give it a bit more. Maybe not. Let's see what it looks like anyway. You don't have to necessarily write on everything in the book, do you? I want to see what it looks like. Might not look anything nice at all. It might be funny looking. Might put in another pin or 2. One anyway, over here. Should have moved that further over this way. But make sure you got that on the fold and don't cut that bit out. Okay. Right, now, if you can't print off, or you'd have to be able to find a little dress in some book, or, you know, although people might not buy them really expensive books, they're too dear. So we're not going to cut that bit, so we're going to go round here. There's the part there for the puffy sleeve-ish bit. Okay. And this bit's going to go down here, like so. It's all pulling up underneath, that's not good. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Watch me muck it up. Oh, this scissors are very sharp. I think I need some more. I suppose I could use them big ones, but it's going to be really scary trying to do this little bit. Trying to cut out this little picture. I can do these bits here. Maybe I can do I'll do a little bit of wiggly bits here on the bottom, because it's got wiggly bits on the bottom. Come up the side part here. Oh dear, I'm trying to do something like this with these big scissors or blunt other ones. I'm going to have to see if I've got something else. Let me try these pair. It cuts the paper all right, but you need it to cut the fabric too, don't you? I think I did it right. I think I did it right. Look at that. That's not bad, is it? Let me look. Let me look. Okay. It's not a very attractive dress. It's not something... but it's a dress, isn't it? I think I should have... that size not bad. Now, I'm going to get a piece of ribbon and put over the top of this. Oh dear. Come on. Well, see, the thing is, after a while, this may start to fray a little bit. You can put paper behind it if you want to, just by putting that down now on your page and cutting around that, or you can do it doubled, whatever you know. This is not going to look too bad when I finished. I'm going to put something, bit of ribbon around there, eh? What do you reckon? Find a piece of ribbon, Sonya, just, you know, because you've got truckloads of the stuff, but because I want some, it's not going to be handy, you can bet that. There's ribbon. I know I've got a big box over there, but I can't get into it at the moment because I've got a lot of things sitting there. I'll just have that for a second. And maybe that. I might put a flower on it. I think it's really cool. I do like it. You know what? I'm looking into this box and I'm thinking, what am I looking for? Okay. The ribbon box is under the... oh no, is this ribbon? Yep. Okay, so the ribbon box is actually here. Whoops, no, don't you knock that down. Wait a minute, hang on. I want to balance everything. No, we're going to get a bit of ribbon. Nobody panic. I need it to be the book. Pink. But we need something that's going to go all the way around because it's got to go front and back. I mean, you know, that's... when I say that, I need it to go right around here like that. But is that too... should I put something that colour on? I think so. Wait a minute. Wait a minute till I peep through here. Now, I don't use these things a lot because... oh dear. And I should do, shouldn't I? Because otherwise I'm just going to keep it stored in here. What's the point of that? Okay. I'll be able to put some of this in my next giveaway, which was going to be this month. That's the wrong colour. Seriously, yes. This month. And I will put together some fabric things, I suppose. Hang on, here we go. Here's some little ones. There we are. That's nice. And bits and pieces like this. Okay. To, there you blocked yourself from putting that back with the other box, Sonya. A minute. Journal out. And put that back in there. The lid on it would have been a good idea, but I put the lid underneath it. Never mind. We'll get to that in a minute and fix it. Right, now we're going to look at what time it is. I've probably been on here 10 minutes, do you reckon? Past 10-ish. Mouthful of water already. Yeah. Now, there you go, look at this. Here's a piece of colour I want. Only thing is, this is a bit stiff, this one. And you don't really know, some of them that are really soft are really good. But some of these are a bit stiff. And I can't, I've glued it down here so it won't move, and it's, okay. Now that looks nice, doesn't it? You're going to put a bow on it, are you, Sonia? I don't know. Could be a dolly's dress anyway, see, so could have a bow on it, couldn't it? Could have a little bow. That's a bit too big. Okay. I was really, it was nice, and the weather here is amazing, you know. You'd swear it was springtime in Australia, but it's not. We're heading toward, we're in autumn and we're going flat out towards the winter time. That bit's going to have to come down there, so that will work. But do we need, hang on a second, do we need this to go around the back of it to... What do you think? I don't know if I'm really keen on the thing itself. It's the material that I just grabbed in a big hurry, you know. It might be not, you know. Some people like to watch me to see what exactly is going to happen, because I can get myself started on one thing and end up with completely different. But I do like what I'm doing, and I do love what I'm doing. I just have to be a bit, you know, you've got to like the things you're making. I'm looking for another piece of fabric with a little tinier flower on it. Okay. This is pretty. This has got more oomph, hasn't it? Sort of. And the cat's crying at the door, and he shouldn't be doing that. He knows I'm here and I'm not letting him in anyway, so he's surely used to that. Surely would he be. Okay. I like this one better, don't you? It's probably a vintage piece. Oh well, if it's 50 years old, it's vintage, but I don't know if it is that old. This one's okay too. Not feeling that though today. Let's cut out another one. Sorry about this, but you know what? When you're doing something, we figured out we can do it. So let's do what we want. You know, do what we want to have done. Okay. Probably put it over there a bit. And don't cut that bit. And just cut this bit out and fix this. Right. I often come in here with a plan and it doesn't go the way I thought I was going to do it. But I just wanted to show you how to do this and a few other things that I've been working on. And I must have, it's been windy and I've got a bit of, I don't know, hay feverish sort of thingy, you know how that is. I don't know, it just drives me crazy sometimes. Okay, now, cut up in there. You see what I'm doing? Probably not. I'm not going to make any guess, aren't I? But I'm just going to cut these out the same way I did that other one. And if I just do it without worrying about whether you can see it or not, it'll go quicker, and then, you know, I can show you the next step. Okay. Righto, come up in there. I will give you a little sneak peek at what I've done so far in my book, which is not a lot, in the journal I should say, because I don't know, I just really enjoy making it, but I've had a bit of a, you know, you get that mojo missing thing, a missing mojo. Is that the right side? It's very, very pale, very faded, isn't it? But that's okay, because I think I like that. I hope I do. He's the same, please, Sonya, put something up there, aren't you? Yeah, put that across there. Okay, and instead of a bow, we might put a little flower on it or something at the side, don't you think? And the blue one even might look good, because there's a little bit of blue in that thing. Don't know now. Anyway, we're going to just put this piece on here. Now I'm going to have to start around the back, because I want it to I'm going to put paper behind it. I'm going to have to, because it's very flimsy, and when you put it onto your book it'll look good, but you know, it's, let me see, I want it to be okay, you know what I mean? That looks really nice, doesn't it? I hope you can see what I'm showing you. I think it looks really nice. I'm going to see what I can see on this camera here. It's really pretty. So, just going to give it a tiny snip up the side here. I sort of don't want it to fray, but I think it'll be okay. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay? I think I'll leave it like that, and we'll put some ribbon behind it. Unless we just do the bodice part, but... Okay, so we put some glue. Now, I've been using this glue for a long time now, and it has been okay. It is called a Portercraft glue, and you buy it in Australia. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else. You probably can. It is a clear drying glue, and it glues all sorts of things. It's for scrapbooking, card making, crafts. But it glues plastic, polyester, metal, cardboard, beads, sequences, and fabric. It's got it all. It's got it all. So let's make sure I've got the right side that I'm putting the thing on. This is the right side, isn't it? Now I'm going to put that across there. Okay. And I'm going to start halfway. So when it comes down back to the back. Righto. Now I'm going to put a bit of glue across here really quick so it doesn't go everywhere. That's not something though that I can do very good, because I have a lot of trouble with my glue sometimes. But everything's not meant to be so easy. We've got to learn with it, haven't we? Not all meant to be so easy. I'm going to cut that off. Oh dear, like chewing it. Definitely getting myself some more scissors tomorrow. By jeez, I am. Bring me Easter present to myself. And I hope everybody has a nice Easter. I like to wish everybody a nice Easter. I'm really sad about the cathedral burning down. That was really bad. It didn't burn down, but it still made a big hole in it. Notre Dame. I think that was really sad, Dad. Look at that. Doesn't that look really neat? Now I'm going to do this, but this time I'm going to not put the glue on the side first. I'm going to cut a piece off so we know we've got enough to go across the front and two sides around the back. Okay, but truckloads of it there. Plenty. Okay, so we're going to go across here. You know what? We're going to put lace on it too in a minute. We're going to get carried away. It's okay, bud. So what we do, we need to do, I really love to do sorts of different things so I don't get bored. That's not very nice. I never get bored. I never get bored. People that say they're bored, oh dear, you know, you can nearly think, what are you talking about, person? You know, it's just not possible to be bored. There's so many wonderful things that you can do, have a go at. And I don't think a lot of people think they can, so they don't try, you know. I was raised with all this sort of thing and didn't want my mother to show me how to do it. Thank you very much. You know how we go when we're young. Leave me alone. Don't want to do that. Cried when she wanted me to go and learn to sew. I bawled at her and I said, no, don't want to do that. You can leave me alone. I'll do what I want to do. So when I got older, I went and learned. My decision. You know how that is when you're an ungrateful child, I suppose. I don't know. I knew that I liked to do it. My nana used to do some really beautiful stuff too. She did. She was a very clever lady. Okay, so that looks awesome, doesn't it, people? Now let me see if I've got a nice piece of lace. Piece of lace dish. Piece of lace dish. Do I need something thin? And you know what? I think I've taken it out like I did last time I was looking in here. I said, geez, I think I took it out. And I'm sure that I must have done. That's not good. Just want a little bit of lace to cut across the bottom. Come on. You must have something, Sonia. What's this? How wide's that stuff? No, that's too big. You need something that's only little because you want to have it to be in we'll think of the word in a minute when I finish scratching through here. Proportion. You need it to be in proportion with what you're doing. I think that's a bit thick too, isn't it? That would have looked interesting on the collar. Where's the collar? Here. Yes. What do you think about that? Or is it too big? You probably can't see what I'm doing because I'm really not showing you. I'm going to have to turn around and have a look-see myself. Let's see what happens. Here. Come on. No. It's too heavy for that really light fabric. It's way too heavy. And I don't think I've got any handy here. Oh, come on, you're going to have some. You can't not do that. That's just something that I'm really... This is what I get for having too much stuff in different places. I've got it in different places, so therefore I'm not finding what I want because it's all, you know, it's in a different place. I'll get this here. What have I got here now? Let me see this bit. I'm not, don't panic, I'm not going to put that on there. I'm thinking about putting this on here. Okay, the little flowers on it. That doesn't look too bad, does it? What part's on this? Okay, so that's... righto. I'm going to see if I can do that after cutting that little piece there. I've decided now to put this on, haven't I? And then this flower, which is a pink one, not a blue one, can probably go on there. So you need to put and on the back and the front because you want two thingies, you know. Come on, glue that. I'm going to buy some glue and some scissors tomorrow. Glue and scissors. It's exciting, isn't it? But that's what I use all the time, glue and scissors, every day. And after all, you know, you use them for a long time, they start to get worn out and old and whatever. My husband was mowing the lawn out the front and then he was going out the back, and I don't know who else is out there mowing. It's really weird, you know, when one person mows the lawn, the rest of them go get out there and do theirs too. They don't want it to make they don't want it to look like they haven't done theirs. Anyway, it's all good though. It keeps the neighbourhood looking good. One person will do it and another person has to go. Yeah. He was going to whippersnipper, so I don't know where he is. Can't hear that. Anyway, so there's a little pink flower for that. I've got a bit of an idea here, and I'm going to just go with it in a second or two, minute or two, whatever. And put this one down here. So you could do this with the paper one as well, if you wanted to. Decorate it, which I probably might do. I don't know. I've got glue here waving around all over the place. I should have shut. Oh dear. You know what? You know what happens when you don't close your wipes thing down. It dries out, but only the top one, thank goodness. Only this top bit's dried out, so it's all good. Nobody panic about that. Yeah, can't get that out of there. Okay, alright, going along here now. Yes, alright, just put a little bit there just in case it had started to dry out. I'm going to, when I did the other one, didn't quite line up the little flowers, did I? But this one I'm going to, so that I've got one finishing right on the end there, I think. Maybe not, still it's going to kick up a bit, I don't know what, because it was squished, Sonia. I'm really needing one of them hair straighten things. I really want one of them hair straightening things. So I was straightening my lace and my ribbon. before, or even a bit of fabric before you're going to use it, because I don't use a big piece, you know. So if I'm doing something like this, now what have I done with my little flowers? Did somebody see me little flowers? Here they are. Maybe we could put a different colour one on the back. Why not? On the other side, I should say. Okay, so that's going to go on here, on the other opposite side. Like so. And it doesn't matter if it's not, you know, you can have it to the side a little bit, because that's fine. You know, you can just have it tucked over to the side. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cool? Oh, I do like that. Anyway, let's keep going along. We're gonna actually put I think I'm gonna put a piece of paper in here. Don't you reckon? If we put a piece of paper in there, it'll give it a little bit of stability, and then when you're putting the paper clip over it, or you could actually make that into a paper clip, I suppose, this whole thing, if you wanted to. But if you put that in there, because I didn't really need to make this a journaling thing, if I put that in there, when I put the paper clip on it to hold it on, that'll be fine, won't it? You know, that'll work. Do you reckon? I think that'll do. We'll have a look and see if it works. It's all trial and error, isn't it? And waving the blue bottle about. Dear me. Goodness sake. Anyway, at least these are little bottles. The other ones that I used to get, actually I still probably got a bit in this one. Very hard for me to hold and use. Somebody, and I don't know who it was, let me think, was doing gluing, and the glue pot kept on playing up. I think it was Nick the Booksmith, and she said you put something in there, and I think she said nail polish remover to make it go, because I waste so much, like, because my glue will only go down to about here, and then I can't use the rest of it because it seems to stop. It doesn't want to go anymore after that. It seems like it's had enough, you know, so it doesn't want to go any further. There we go. A page for this. Let me find a page for that. Let me see. I'm going to put on something. Oh, got a bit of stuff in here so far, because I've been doing bits and pieces. We put over the pink. Oh, look at that. That'll look amazing over the pink. First we're going to bend it over, so it's pretty close to being level. Come on. Squish that down. These little bits will sit down after a while. These bits down the bottom are sticking up. They'll sit down after a while. You can make a skirt, you can make any, you know, anything you wanted to, and put over the top of the thing. There's no rules or judgment on it. Let me see. Well, I'm going to put this over here, because really you don't have to move it. It's more or less there for just because it is. See? Well, see, now it's going to stick up a bit and fluff around, but it's not too bad. It will sit down after a while. After I've had it pinned down for a while, it's going to sit down. It's a shame I haven't got a pink pin, isn't it? But I'll just use one of these little clear ones, because they look good on the journals. They're just a plain paper clip. I think they look good. People make their own. There you go. Now that's that one. Okay, with the kicky up bit there. If only I know my heat gun might do it, but then it won't. It'll wrinkle it, see, so I'm going to have to wait and just hope it stays creased. So on that side you've got there a little, you can do a little bit of writing under there, you know, put something on that. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to fix, how I'm going to fix this one here, because I want to use these paper ones as well. You know, because it's just, they're really good. So if you can get yourself 2 bits, I mean, not everybody can cut them out, I suppose, because I'll have to put some in my giveaway. So if I've come up with something like this, and I cut that bit there off, that's still cool, isn't it? Right, so I'll just chop that bit off. Strapless, sorta, isn't it? That one and that one. And now all I'm going to do with those is put the paper, like I did with the other one, to put them together. But I want to use this one for writing on, and I see where I've glued it there before. So maybe I should put another piece of paper on it first before I do that. What do you reckon? Another piece of paper, because I want to it to be able to be journaled on, so I don't want nothing stiff or heavy. I was going to find something with lines, but I don't think they're close by, and I think I'm running out of lines. Hang on, here's a bit. It's only a tiny bit, though. I'll only do one side, I think. Well, that doesn't matter. The other side can be different. Where's the rest of this paper ever? Because that's going to look cool. Glue. Oh, hang on. I'll do this one first. I'm going to pass myself here. Look, I want to put this under here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to put a ribbon on this. Why not? Pink. Mauve. That'll look good. This purpley one will look really cool. It's good to have pieces in your journal that are interactive, you know, that you can move and put where you want if you want to put something underneath it or whatever. So I'm going to get 2 pieces of this. And for the paper, I know I've got more of these cut out, but I didn't really want to use that as a, I just found something else here too that I forgot I had. I seem to be a long way away, am I? Oh, now I've gone further. Well, I hope I stay in the shot. Now I'm going to put this on here, okay? We'll do this side first. We'll put the ribbon on it first, okay? Like we just did with that one. We'll glue there, glue here. Stick this down on there. So you've got to have enough that you can wrap it around the back and stick it. The reason I'm putting this on first is because I want to put the paper underneath the back of it, okay? So it'll hold it all together. And what I should do is, I think I had the idea now. Do I have any paper? Sonya, I must have some white paper in here somewhere. Got all sorts of paper, but nothing white probably. It's all outside in where we do the printing. Right, really? I just want a plain piece of white paper. Not too much to ask. Probably is with me. Just give me 1 second, I'm sure I'll find a bit. I have some, but it's very thick. I don't really want to do anything that's too thick. That's really thick. Can't use that. Can't use that. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, see, I didn't prepare for this because I didn't know what I wanted to do, did I? Nobody told me. That's not going to work. Hang on. Here, oops, no, there's a book off there. You can't do that. Hang on, here's a piece. Is this a piece? Goodness me, I've got a bit. Okay, so for this one here, I'm going to actually stick this onto there like that. Right? That's what I'm going to do. Let's see how we go. Right. So, you know, if considering the fact that I could use the scan and cut to do that with and make sure they're all the same. You know, if you can't do that, you're going to have to do it this way. So that's okay. We'll show you how. Because I don't mind at all. A friend of mine, she's got a lady I've known for many years, has got some fabric for me, and she said she could cut shapes because she had a machine that cut shapes, and she's never used it. And I'm sure she's talking about a scan and cut. She said she didn't know how. I said, well, I've got one of those. And I'm not, anyway, so if she's never used it, that's, well, I'm very disappointed at the fact of the fabric thing. I have a terrible time trying to cut fabric with it because of the mats. But anyway, I still like it. Still not gonna, will not ever get rid of it. See, a lot of people buy them and then they get rid of them because the pieces that you buy for it cost a lot of money. But if you want something to do something for you, it save you a lot of time. You'll be prepared to pay for it, I suppose. And now look, see, we've got that stuff there. That's interesting, isn't it? Now this should cut this out for me. I'm going to just nick around there really fast. And then I'm going to do this bit. You'd be hoping I wasn't cutting the card. It sounds like I did. Look, that it took a tiny, tiny bit off the end of the dress. Okay. Well, now, don't cut the ribbon, Sonia. Don't cut the ribbon. Put him back over that way. Come on. Be aimable now. Get back over there. Forgot what I was going to say. I want this to look properly. You know what, I didn't do a very good job of this part here, but when I think about it, it's going to be over the top of the book anyway, so you live and learn, don't you? You gotta learn by your mistakes. Excuse me. Have to do that, otherwise I can't get a breath. I'll do some air. Okay. And when I first come in here, there was a nice breeze, but it seems to have gone somewhere else now. Okay, because by the afternoon it gets really hot inside because the temperature gets higher and our bricks on the house make it warm, you see, so it we get a little bit hotter by the end of the day, and then at night time it's still warm in the house, so it's really good. But other so that it is, and in the summertime when it happens it's really bad. In the winter time it gets cold, it gets really cold, so one's never happy, are we, really? We just can't seem to be happy with whatever we got, although I do love the weather now. I'm really, really liking it. What we got here, so autumn's going to have to be my favourite, I think. Very good. Now we've got that done. So when you do yours, if you want to just trace it on the paper and the card that you've cut out, you know, whatever design you decide to use. Sonia, this is going a bit skew with here on top. Look at that. Let me fix this. See, I've got this tiny bit here, because when I cut the shoulder bits off, I didn't take them off very straight. So I have this tiny, don't cut the other piece, this tiny little slither of stuff on there. Now, if I didn't want to see any of that white or creamy colour card, which I don't really mind, look at I did, I forgot to turn them over. And put them in as I was going past. It'll be there for the look, okay? I'm not going to pick them up, because if I do that, I'm going to probably wreck it, and then we won't be happy at all, okay? So let's just put that across there, and that across there. Okay, and I've got bits of glue hanging off here everywhere. It doesn't matter, you know, as long as I've given it 110%. If I'm going to put this on here now, as long as it looks nice, it doesn't matter, does it? Okay. There's probably going to be glue. So if anybody knows how you get your glue moving, and if it is Nick the Booksmith that's told us this, because she knows a real lot about all this sort of thing. I've got nothing myself. No, not a lot of things myself. Anyway. Oh, wait till it dries a bit and I might be able to get a bit of that glue off there. I hope so anyway, because I've over-glued. Usually if you roll it back and forward, you can roll it up, this one anyway, and go into little bubbles and it'll come off, usually. Depends what sort of paper you're using too, because sometimes it takes paper and all, and everything. Is that doing that? No, it's only taking the glue. Okay, so I've just used a piece of paper that I've got to put in my journals, so that's not bad. I don't think I've cut that really. I don't know if that's a piece of the white or a bit of spot. Okay, so now we're going to put a bit of ink on this, because if you've got something that's got a white or sides on it like this, if you do inking, it does make a big difference to your, whoops there, gone too far with that, didn't we? Probably made that a bit darker than I would have liked it to be. Okay, it'll be fine. We'll get it off if we can a bit. You want to do a bit of inking because that gives you a finished edge, and you can't see all the white around it. And especially if you're cutting out something, I'm going to show you what difference that makes in a minute, because it does. It makes a big difference to your fussy cutting. It just depends how amazing you are at it or not, whichever the case may be. If you doesn't look too bad, does it? I don't think. I'm not that disappointed in it anyway. I might have to put a little flower or something on there though. It looks very plain, doesn't it? Do you think it'll have a little flower on it? Don't know. We'll see what one looks like first. I think that's pretty cool. These were a bargain. I got these off, I've told you before, an old, oh no, it wasn't old, it was, look at the difference that little flower does to that. Look how much it picks it up. I picked it off an old, it wasn't old, it was brand new, but hadn't been worn. It was, you know, something that dated probably back to when I was a kid. Negligee thing, and it had it all around the bottom and all around the side, and it was brand new, and I cut all that off. I got a truckload of it, I did. Was really pleased with that. I'm going to put a yellow one on the back of here too and give it a bit of a lift. You want both sides to look good, don't you? Of course you do. And yeah, so if you find anything when you're fishing through the bargains in the bargain shops or whatever, wherever you go for the goodies. So now this becomes a journaling thing, a little bit of a journaling card, doesn't it? And it'll have a which book is it? Is that one? No, that's not it. It's over here. I'm going to start a couple of journals at a time because sometimes I get stuck and I can't get going with things, you know. So I'm going to start another one. Okay, we'll go. The green looks really good with the pink. I do like them two colours together. And the mauve is amazing with this pinky colour. Okay, so now I've got that on there, and I'm going to put that over the top of it, and I have a journaling space that looks like a Dolly's outfit dressy thingy. Okay, so that's what I would do with this one here, because I probably will use it. Where's the other bit, I wonder? Here we are. No, that's another template. So I'm going to have to actually do the same with that, so I can get a nice background on it, like so. And I will come back to that. I'm not going to put any, I won't put any ribbon or anything on this. I might just glue this on here before I, what was I going to show you next? Something? I don't know, yeah. I might have to turn this off now and go and come back in a minute or something. I'll come back and make another video in a second or something. I'll do something. I'll do something because I didn't want to waste this. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to hopefully that I can get this together and match up a bit. I'm hoping it's not in the shot at all, Sonia. Deary do me. Sorry about that, everybody. So that's kicking sideways a bit, so I don't want that to happen, do I? Because this one is, you can't expect it to line up over there. If it's on a, you've got to get it this way, see? I'm taking that bit that way I was, wasn't I? I shouldn't be doing that because you can't sort of set that over there like that. It won't work, you know. Take me word for it, it's not going to happen, okay? So, what was I going to show you? I'm going to go and have a look about here in a minute and see what I found. What I found to show you what I've been up to. Oh, I nearly stuck that on there the wrong way. I'm just putting it on here now because I wanted to get settled in before I cut it up. And the more you do, the easier it gets. That's what I'm saying anyway. The more you do, the easier it will get. Oh yes, I know. The fussy cutting around on your pieces. Okay, now let me see. What have I done? I've done one in here and I haven't fixed it yet. So here we go. I'm going to show you this. So when you cut out, this is not as bad. This is not bad actually. This is quite good. You need to put a little bit of ink around because it makes a big difference to the finished thing. You know, I'm going to show you something that I did in a minute, and just to put that ink around it, it does make a lot of difference. It gives it a finished edge. What the heck, it came off there, you. Now, I bought this back when I started this pad, but I hardly ever used it because I didn't do any paper things. Oh, well, you know, this is any journaling or anything, not that much anyway. I used it a bit in some mixed media, but that was all, you know, just did a bit of mixed media. Oh, yeah, so I'm going to redraw the thing, and then I'm going to do another one when I put together some stuff, and hopefully I can do that. So it's going to be Easter though, so I don't know if I'll be able to come back on here, well, maybe Saturday. See how we go. But